Hello everyone, this is my second playthrough, or second part to my Dragon's Dogma play. The first recording didn't go so well. I think I was having some sound issues. It just didn't sound very good. I didn't adjust the sound, and my voice was really low. So hopefully this will turn out a little better. I only played for about an hour and a half last time, so we didn't really miss too much.
We'll not find sunbright except by day.
And I just heard that the voice sounds good, so that's good. So the only thing that I did last time was create my character. Here he is. He's a little halfling dude. And I looked around the town, did the tutorial area, and we are about to go venture forth. So let's do that now. This is Rook, who's my pawn, the NPC pawn that you get. And we're going to take him to a kind of... Oh, game sound is low. Okay. Option. Music. Sound effects, voice. Let's turn down the music actually. Alright. We'll see how that goes.
Before leaving, visit the store to make sure you...
Whoops. Lapon just said, before leaving, visit the store to make sure you have provisions, and I didn't do that, but let's just see how it goes.
This path should see us there.
It's actually a fairly short ways to the encampment.
Seems we're most likely to find what we see near trees.
There's some rabbits. You can kill the rabbits and get meat. But there should be some goblins over here. So the combat in this game is really fun. It's it's kind of like a Devil May Cry type game, and in fact the game was designed by one of the Devil May Cry directors, Hideaki Itsuno. He's directed, I think, most of the recent DMCs.
What's that?
And if you're wondering why my weapons are glowing, they've been enchanted by Rook.
Beast!
Where was that? Oh, here it is. So my character feels a little weak. As a ranger who uses 2 knives, he's just not going to do too much damage. But his attacks are fairly quick. And with buffs, he gets a little stronger. So I guess it kind of evens out. So that last attack that I did is my special attack called Scarlet Kisses, and it looks a little like this. It's pretty cool. I also have a bow as a ranger. And even my bow attacks are enchanted. So here's the encampment that I'm supposed to go to, and it really wasn't all that far from where I started. See, there's Cassardis right there. And then there's the encampment. So not a big journey. So we'll go there and see what's up.
have us to the encampment here much longer. Treasure, perhaps.
Quest successful.
My knowledge. Can you hear our voice? If memory serves.
Look at this crazy hat. Is this a NPC? Is this a player-created character?
Seek out the rift.
I don't know if there's a way to tell, but I mean, she definitely looks like a player created her. That's a funny aspect of this game is the pawns, which are player created, populate the game world, and they'll walk around towns and the overworld. And what you'll end up seeing is that they're usually women, and they're usually in skimpy clothes, because the thirst is real. First journal entry. Let's read it. An excerpt torn from a traveler's daybook. It outlines the author's decision to set out on a journey. Can I read it? Oh, you can't actually read it. Oh, here it is. "'Tis with a heavy heart I leave hearth and home behind, but vengeance must be dealt. The beast what struck the village and stole away my dear Alicia will die by my hand." I don't know if I'll end up reading all the items. I'll read some. Yeah, so we're just walking around the encampment. There's a place I have to go specifically, but I just want to take a quick look around. Sometimes it's better to just walk around with your lantern on in this game, because the shadowy areas are quite dark. But I'll just I'll put away my lantern for now.
Save your talk for the captain.
I think everyone's gonna say something like that.
Times are hard indeed.
Bum 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 bum.
Times are hard.
My kind of game, Night Trap says. Indeed. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing that it has in common with Code Vein, the waifu aspect. And speaking of waifus, this is Mercedes. She's one of the coolest characters, NPC characters in this game. I just like her outfit. It's really cool. I mean, she's not all slutty, dressed up like a lot of the player-created characters. I think you can actually get her outfit too. And this is probably the first of many Berserk influences that you'll see in this game. The character of Mercedes is very much like a character in Berserk whose name escapes me right now. Right down to the haircut and the complexion of her skin, very much like the character in Berserk. But we'll talk to her later. I think we need to... She's the main person we have to talk to right now. Just want to look around a bit. Training grounds. I don't think I'll do any of the training ground stuff. It's just really boring. Notice board, pretty obvious what that's all about. This rook guy actually looks... He looks really funny to me. Alright, let's go.
Ought to say so?
Everyone says ought in this game. Ought, ought, ought. Oh, I thought we had to talk to her. Maybe this guy.
Have all you need?
Ekbal.
We are an inn first and foremost, but we offer more than simple lodging. We can safeguard your belongings or aid in learning new skills. Have your pick, any you like. Come again soon.
Well met, Arisen. Can you hear our voice?
this strange and impersonal greeting. This rift serves as a gate. It connects our kind to your world. It opens to the Arisen. For they possess a will powerful enough to guide the Legion. If you would claim to be among the Arisen, prove the strength of your resolve.
Sure.
Very well. Then we shall guide you in your trial. If you are an Arisen in truth, this humble task will prove no obstacle. The Arisen must possess the valor to stand against all threats. A tireless spirit of self-improvement grants the strength to lead the Legion.
I think I might be unprepared actually. We'll see. If I'm unprepared, then we'll just see how it goes. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna have to fight a Hydra or something.
The beast comes! Hurry!
Oh, not a Hydra. I think it's an ogre.
Do something!
Okay, dude, chill.
There may be prowling monsters about.
Oh, alright. Am I supposed to go that way? Maybe this way?
All ready for battle?
There's no shame in fleeing from an overpowered foe. It's a good life lesson. Yes. I'm not sure if they call this thing an ogre, but he's really big. Kind of reminds me of the trolls from Lord of the Rings or something. He has this icon on his head. So, I mentioned this in the last playthrough, but you can climb enemies much like, kind of like something like in Lord of the Rings, again. Oh, that fell off. And that's something unique to this game, is that you can actually climb. Is this effective? I'm not actually attacking. Okay, I'm gonna jump off and attack his heels. Just make sure to dodge his fists. Oh, I got hit. Maybe shooting it. Shooting it in the eye, perhaps? Oh! Ah! Okay, Rook healed me. Let's get him in the face. Yeah, oh no! Touched his eye, touched his head. But that's pretty cool. I really do like that you can climb enemies. So Rook is kind of pinning him down. And this is an opportunity to get at his head. And that's a done deal. The climbing is like Shadow of the Colossus. Is there a strength meter? Yes. Yeah, it's actually very similar to that. I'm sure that they were kind of influenced by that game. And that was Gargamel walking away.
Let us return to the encampment. What's this?
Did that thing drop any loot? Rugged bone and a bunch of beast steak. Beast steak is sort of like the generic meat that monsters drop. And I mentioned this before, but beef steak and any organic food type will rot over time in your inventory. So this game has a lot of sim-like elements like that, which is pretty neat. So that's the starter town over there. where I came from. And this is where we're at now. And eventually we want to get over there. And that these 3 locations actually comprise the major settlements and towns in this game. There's not many. When I found that out, I was a little disappointed that that actually amounts to all the cities or towns or in this game. But this one is actually, you could consider it the hub world in a sense. Most of the game will sort of center around this area, that area, and we'll kind of explore from there. And off in the distance here is another location that we'll have to go to. So that's a cool thing about this game, is that you can kind of see all the places that you're going to end up going to. And there is a strength meter, or rather a stamina meter. And yeah, it's very similar to Shadow of the Colossus. This guy's tired.
Times are hard indeed.
Yeah, for real, dude. I think what I'll do is I'll do all the necessary chatting, and then I'll get all the equipment. I'll upgrade my equipment as much as I can. I mean, I don't think I have a lot of cash.
Ought to say so?
She didn't help at all.
Shall we search the area? A riftstone.
With that, your trial is complete. You are the arisen in truth.
That's all it took to prove it?
Beyond any. Now, I bid you select a companion for the journey ahead.
Okay, so this is the second phase of character creation. I already made my character, but now I have to make my pawn.
They shall serve you and you alone, to share in your hardships and aid you in every endeavor.
I am not sure what kind of character I'll make. Waifu? I think I gotta make a female character. Oh god, what name? I called myself Bomb Tombadil, so maybe I'll call her... oh no, what was her name? Tom Bombadil's wife. I'm gonna look that up. Tom Bombadil wife. Goldberry. Okay. Okay. So I'll call her... There we go. And her will be Babs. Few poses. Okay, so now we have to create a body type. That's an option. This is an option? Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, this is awesome. She looks like a Chaos Knight or something. Will they have these clothes? I don't think she'll be... I don't think she'll actually have this armament when... Whoa. Yeah. That's cool. Although I'm going to make her a spellcaster of some kind. And I think she should be tall, because my character is small. So I think she needs to be able to hold more stuff, because my character is light and he won't be able to hold more stuff. Well. Okay. We'll just go with a tall body type. Oh, a voice. So ultimately this character is going to be a spellcaster to assist me and to buff me. But I want her to sort of hold her own in a fight too. Okay, so more detailed edits. Pretty sad faces. Oh boy. I don't really want to spend too much time doing this. But at the same time, this is a face that you're going to be having to look at throughout the entirety of the game, so it has to be something that you wouldn't mind looking at for a long time. Oh boy. Don't really want to linger on this for too long. I spent a really long time doing my own character. So the idea of this one is that she's going to be like an elven mage, I guess. So I'm looking for hairstyles and options that sort of complement that. An elven mage. Let's just go with that. Face shape. Wow. Nice jaw. This kind of face reminds me of Majima from Yakuza games. Really long, and even has a scar. The scar was part of the default, which I might end up keeping, I don't know. Oh my lord. I'm just kind of quickly going through some of these and skipping others. Oh, you can do like kind of like a rock thing. The people's eyebrow. This is like a very slight eyebrow. And then this is more pronounced. Very inquisitive kind of look. But I think having a face like that, like with the inquisitive eyebrows permanently, would be kind of weird. Mouth. Ugh, Lord. Oh my lord. First of all, these pink lips are like way too distracting. I don't know what the heck. These lips are so ridiculous. I think it'll look more normal once I take away the bright pink lips. Yeah, there's a lot of options. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool that they included so many. I think the original game on launch had less, and then after Dark Arisen they added more. So this is the version with all of it. Okay, we'll go with this. Ears should be pointy because she's an elf. How many people that play this game make elf girls? I bet a lot. The bigger the better. So yeah, there you go. Body. First of all, these lips are so distracting. So can I change the color of her lips? Okay, good. Just something normal, please. Oh look, you can get eyeshadow. Well, first we'll just leave it at that. Then go back to body. Preset body. I want her to be tall. She doesn't have to be gigantic. What is it? 7'3", 173 centimeters. What about the very last one? 185. Holy shit. Let's go with this. Stature. Okay, so that's the height, which I already... Weight. Heavy. Skin color. I think that skin color is fine. You can make them green. I can make like a orc chick. Or red, like maybe she's a demon. That might be cool. Or a drow. I'll go with that one. Build, we'll leave it alone. Torso, it's fine. Arms, fine. Legs, fine. Stance. This is like her posture. You can see. Imposing. Timid. Okay. Stance. Ladylike, see? Macho. Ladylike. Macho. Okay, sure. It's all about the toes. What's left? Oh, you know her boobs are way too big. I'm sorry. Is this where I can adjust the bust? No. Where do I... Build? Ah, bust size. I mean, that's the second largest option. It's not that big of a difference between large and second largest. Can I... I mean, elves aren't really known for having gigantic bazongas. We'll just make it normal, okay? Just medium, right down the middle. Right there. Wait, did it save? Oops. Yeah. Okay. Scars. I'm not sure if I like this scar across her nose. These are all so edgy. The freckles I'm actually not too crazy about. I gave my character a freckles, and they look like they've just been drawn on. A mole. A mole, and why do they like? Why does she have scratches on her arm? Can't I just have the mole without the scratches? Oh, okay. Right here. Right there. Wrinkles, no. Makeup? I don't know if she should have makeup. Oh boy. This is like getting into a whole thing. Face paint, that's cool. I mean, this looks... Let's just go with that. It's not that over the top, is it? Alright. I think that's gonna be it. And in this game you can actually change your character at like a shop a little later once you get to the major town. And I can even do that with my own character. So that's an option if I kind of get tired of this look. You'll be asked a few questions. Your answers will shape your pawn's inclination. This also can be changed later on, and there's this whole kind of science behind it. And depending how you answer, it'll affect how active they'll be in battle, how much they'll talk, how much they'll explore the environment. And I've totally forgotten all of it, so it's just gonna be what it is. I think it can change over time too, as you play, and you can deliberately kind of reshape that, so it's not too big of a deal, I don't think. Question 1. When faced with danger, which trait would you most value in a follower? Iron will, quick thinking, careful preparation, the charisma to lead others. And see on the left here, pawn inclination, scather, medicant, mitigator, challenger, utilitarian, guardian, nexus, pioneer, acquisitor. They don't really tell you what any of these things mean. like what does that even mean? Scather, I think, might have something to do with like gathering items. Medicant, maybe a medic. Mitigator, is that I don't know. Challenger, that seems like it's for combat. Utilitarian, using items maybe. Guardian, how defensive they are in terms of protecting you. Nexus, Pioneer, Acquisitor, all of these things I'm not 100% sure what they mean. So, whatever. Let's go with Iron Will. While in battle, which strategy would you prefer your follower to employ? Kill all enemies, rescue comrades in danger, strike at the strongest foes, and call for reinforcements. This sounds the most useful. Rescue comrades in danger. Strike at strongest foes. Question 3. Your follower rescues your party and turns the tide of the battle. What would you have them say? This way, master. Leave them to me. Now, master, strike the final blow. Quickly after them. Strike the final blow. As a ruler, which gift would please you the most? A magic potion that preserves youth? A brave and just hero to succeed you? The perfect spouse? A majestic white steed? I want a horse, okay? Give me a horse. Oh, okay, and then now I get to choose what kind of job she'll have. And I said I wanted her to be a mage, so we'll go with that. I think I almost always choose my character to be a mage, because I never like playing a magic user myself. Just like in any game I play, I almost never choose a magic user. Bold Jerry. So that's actually the flag of this kingdom. It's a sword that's piercing a dragon. And we'll find more out about the kingdom and the king.
A strange power emanates from within.
And I can actually go back into this riftstone now, I think. Let's see. And I should be able to take NPCs with me now. That's the Rook, the NPC. And here's a bunch of other ones that are made by other players, I believe.
Yes, Arisen?
He looks cool. Wow, this lady is tall.
Yes, Arisen.
Battybat. Nick. Jeff. You don't look like a Jeff. Oh, this guy looks cool. Nell. Or a girl? Let's take Nell.
Yes, Arisen.
and see there's a price, a cost involved. It costs 0 rift crystals because I think we are of equal level, so it doesn't cost anything. But if I want to enlist in a pawn of a higher level, it starts to cost more.
I am honored to travel with you.
Wow, this is some outfit. So I think I can talk to this thing and search pawns by level. Yeah, my base level. Okay. Okay. And here's a bunch of pawns. And I think some of them are baked into the game, pre-made, and some are made by player character, like other players in this game who've been playing this game. And I don't think I want to summon any other pawns right now. My plan is to maybe take one other pawn in addition to my own. You can take a maximum of 2 plus your own. So you'd have a party of 4. And I mean that's a sizable party, and you'll probably be able to take on most challenges. But I think I want to try just taking away one pawn and see how that fares. See if it's more challenging, because I have played this game about 3 or 4 times now, so let's just try and make it a little different. In fact, you can even dismiss your own pawn. Oh, let's see what this guy's to say.
And his pawn, is it? You'll be quite the force on the day you learn to fight as one. Mind you, that is a skill better honed in practice than in the heat of mortal combat.
Mortal Kombat!
I can help in that regard, should you wish it.
So this guy is the tutorial guy. He'll help you learn how to do this and that, but I really don't feel like doing that now. I might do it off stream, if at all. I mean, it's just tutorial stuff. It's kind of boring.
What's that?
And your pawns will pick up stuff and break stuff. Oh, I'm actually here right now. Can I leave? I don't have to talk to him, do I?
What purpose do you suppose this place holds? I've learned of this area.
This character looks cool. Yes.
Hello.
Siri! Oh, okay, she's supposed to look like Siri from The Witcher? I can kind of see it. She's got the scar and the white hair. Even the armor kind of feels close. Not close at all, but yeah.
Yes, Arisen.
And look, she's high level. She's level 10, I'm level 4, so it costs 522 rift crystals. I don't have enough. I don't even have enough even if I wanted to. So that's neat. But check out Nell. Yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, I like the look of this game, you know. There's something kind of very plain about this game in a sense. No one's really in over-the-top armor, at least not yet. And I think that's really cool. You know, it feels more immersive in that sense, instead of everyone looking like a superhero or a cartoon character.
We come from the rift.
I think this guy's an important character.
I feel as if we've met someplace. Perhaps not. I'm called Reynard, a traveling merchant. Perchance our paths will cross again. If so, do not be a stranger. Now, let us talk of business. You'd be a fool not to have a look at my wares.
Looks like a HBO show. I could see that. This actually predates Game of Thrones, and it would have come out after Lord of the Rings, obviously. But yeah, I feel like that was their influence, you know, kind of just a very more plain kind of aesthetic, rather than an over-the-top one. And some people were critical of that. I felt I did read that people felt it looked a little boring compared to other fantasy worlds, especially something like Dark Souls, which has a more horror kind of vibe. But I'm okay with this. I suspect that if they make a Dragon's Dogma 2, though, it'll probably be a little more stylized. I think they will do that because it's just better for marketing. I think to have a more attractive look. Curatives. I don't think I need any right now, but I'm gonna take. Oh, does he have 9 or do I have 9? I'm not really sure what that means. Let's buy 1 and see what happens. If the number goes down. $10. Okay, so now I have 10. I think that's what that means. That's the only thing I'm really concerned with right now, is having some healing items. And I can't use these. How much better is this? A lot better. I think I'll buy it. I'm not even too concerned about having good armor at the moment. I'd rather have better weapons. Hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt later. I think what I'll do is I'll buy whatever armor I can get, though. I mean, these are rusted daggers. How long am I going to be expected to use that? Can I sell this? Okay. Let's go back. And the armor in this game is actually really interesting because there's 2 layers to most of the armor. There's sort of like an under armor, undershirt, and then like another layer of armor that goes on top of it. It's interesting that they did that. Visually, it means that your character can look pretty distinct. Let's just get the best chest piece that I can get. And this game does have a weight restriction. So this was the over armor, and yeah, there should be an under armor piece too. Let's see.
Now, let us talk of business.
Alright. We'll just look like this for now. Okay. Okay, let's see what she has to say.
I am Mercedes. I lead the men of the Enlistment Corps. I've heard talk of the Arisen. They say you hold dominion over the pawns.
Pawns.
I've ordered pawns to take up swords and fight myself. But they are a clumsy lot. I cannot call them into this world as you do, though, nor make traveling companions of them. What manner of magic lets you command them so? Well, it matters not. The dragon is come. I'll welcome any help, be it pawn, arisen, farmer, or fishwife. Make use of the encampment as you please. Are you in need of rest?
I guess we'll rest.
Repose is the better part of readiness.
I'm guessing there'll be an event after I rest. Looks pretty neat. Oh, I picked up this guy, I didn't mean to. Just trying to shoot its head a bit. using the threefold arrow skill. Oh shit, I'm out of stamina. Ah! I was using the skill. I was spamming my threefold arrow skill. Oh my god. Oh shit. Whoa. Okay, I think I heard them say climb the neck. Let's try. Where am I? Okay, we're doing damage. Oh, I can do my skill, Scarlet Kisses, from the climbing position. Can I get closer to the head? Oh, camera. Okay, one head is gone.
I am impressed.
All of this is still very much an introduction to the game. It doesn't feel like a true boss fight. It didn't feel like a true struggle, and it kind of ended abruptly. GG.
Make a gift of these heads to the Duke, and you might earn yourself a real title.
Gosh, really? That looks like what my character just said.
Arisen. I see better now from whence the legends arose. Good judgment, swift footwork. Impressive, truly. In any case, the Duke will want to know of this attack. I'd hoped to gather a larger force before leaving for the capital, but the Hydra's head and the Arisen who claimed it make up the difference amply. I cannot say what the pass may hold. You will need your strength. It will be slow going with a cart. I dare say you'll have no trouble catching up.
Okay, so I'll say not now for now. Because that's the next major quest. I think I'll do that. I'll get to the town, the major town or city, and then we'll kind of stop sometime after that. But what I want to do now is just explore a little bit more before we take on this quest.
What? You have some business? Time is...
Yes. It's got some XP. Let's examine this. Truly a menacing sight.
Touch a rift stone.
Will be easier going, searching in this area now.
We can safeguard your belongings or aid in learning new skills. Have your pick. Any you like.
Let's look at... See if I can learn new skills. Biting Wind. Dashes past the target with blades extended, delivering slashes that can be followed with further attacks on contact. So yeah, we'll take that. Have about enough points for one more. Fires 3 arrows in a wedge pattern, triad shot. Cloudburst volley sends a wall of arrows skyward to rain down on a broad area. Okay. I can't afford these right now, so I'll look at them later. You know what? We'll just save my points. And I can also upgrade my pawn. Bold Gary. Bold Jerry. I guess I'll call her Bold Jerry. She can't afford any of this stuff. Okay. So now we have to map the skills to a button. You don't just buy it and they're readily available to you. You have to actually assign a button to it. So we'll put that on triangle. And the bow. I didn't learn anything for the bow, and Bold Jerry knows nothing other than those two.
What will it be today?
Never mind. Never mind. Alright, cool. So my pawn is leveled up a bit. Oh, you know what? I think there's something underneath here. Just some generic equipment. Hard Spud Juice, that's for health, I think. Dragon Spit. Thorn Knife, which is for crafting. War Bugle also I think is for crafting. Hard Spud Milk. Okay, so Hard Spud Milk and Juice, those are for health and stamina. So those are actually probably the most useful items because it takes care of both. Large rank fish. So in my previous stream I caught a fish and about 2 game days have passed and now it's rank. So that's like a sim-like aspect to this game where stuff can rot. It's weird, and I do think that rotten food can be turned into something kind of useful. I have to look into that. I've forgotten already. But if you eat it just as is, you'll get sick. You might even barf. I can't remember. Okay, the torch, kindling, dragon spit. What is that? A combustible designed to envelop the area around the point of impact in flames. Okay. So nothing too important. Okay. So let's move on to the next area. There could be a lot like items hidden around, but I don't think it's anything super important. So let's just move on. We have to find Mercedes. There's another NPC. I mean, player-created character.
Yes, Arisen.
You're gonna see a lot of that. Just a lot of chicks running around. Okay, here she is.
I cannot say what the path. It will be slow going with a cart. I dare say you will have no trouble catching. What? You have time?
Okay, so I just remembered something before I start this quest. It's probably midday right now, and here's the sun, and I think it's gonna take the better part of a day to travel to Grand Soren and deliver this Hydra head. And that's something in this game that's really cool, is that you really need to be conscious of the time of day, because you don't want to be caught out at night. At night, the enemies change and they're just a lot harder. They're like ghosts and other scary things like wolves. And it gets significantly harder, especially at the very start of the game when you're low level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep till morning and then start the quest. And that gives me the whole day to do this quest. And I think I'll be good. So let's do that. Stay till morning. So this right here is, I think this might be my previous character. Wow, that's a lot of rift crystals. So my previous character that I created on another save file, I'm pretty sure the game doesn't care which save file you're currently playing on, and will give you the rift crystals from the adventures that your pawn goes out when other people use your pawn, and when they come back, they'll come back with rift crystals. And so I haven't played in a really long time, so look at all of this. I've got 189,000 rift crystals from all these people. And your character also comes back with knowledge of the game world, even beyond things that you've seen. Maybe your character went on an adventure with someone else, saw a lot of different stuff, learned how to fight other enemies that you presently don't know how to fight, or areas that you haven't visited. And so when you go to those areas or fight those characters with your pawn, with the new knowledge, they'll communicate that to you. And it's a pretty cool mechanic. I don't know if I would say that eventually it kind of doesn't matter, because you will have gotten that experience, and your characters, like the information they bring back, just you might even ignore it or not even care what they say, right? Like in the heat of battle you might not even be paying attention. So it's not a perfect system, but it is unique. Like that's one of the main things I like about this game, is that it just does something a little different than what you expect from other games. Like, I don't know if other games have done that, and that's neat, you know? So, let's continue. You will obtain the experience and items the pawn gained while away. Continue. Yes. Look at my rift crystals. Look at the top right and just watch the rift crystals expand. So here's the items. Like, people can give your pawn a gift, essentially, like an item, and then they'll bring it back to you. But usually it's lame. Like, all of this stuff is pretty lame. Oh, it shows you the knowledge too. Foe knowledge, hydras, and then an unfamiliar foe, 60. So 60 foes that I presently don't know I haven't seen, although me personally as a player, I've seen them. Quest knowledge 37, area knowledge 12. And that's the rating. They seem to like my character, I guess.
It was quite a learning experience.
Accessing the server.
I've learned new techniques.
Look at that. Woohoo! That's a lot of rift crystals. And those rift crystals are just used for getting other pawns. I don't think you can use it for buying like items, or maybe you can. So let's do this quest.
Till then, I bid you rest well.
Regroup with Mercedes.
Flying monsters plague the path to Grand Soren.
Thanks. Where's this way castle?
It is a fine time to take stock and revise our party and equipment.
Terrible creature. I saw it from my spot in the post. What was it? It's been dispatched then? Thank the Maker. Hold a moment. Is Kina not with you?
Oh, this guy's from the first town.
She was said to lead the village in search of art for your wounds. I thought you accompanied her. These are dark times for a girl alone in the wilds. Any idea where she might be off to?
Built to keep out goblins, I should think.
Okay, so that's like a sub-quest, I guess.
The chief worries after Kina as well. I pray she wouldn't attempt the forest alone. If another beast such as that Hydra were to appear.
Okay, so hold on a sec. The map. Where is the map? Map. Seems like they want me to go here first. Go back to the first town. So let's do that.
There may be materials here. Perhaps we'll find aught of use. Perhaps we'll find ore among the cracks.
Actually, let me just check something. Quests. Off with its head. Make for the Way Castle. And so view on map. Okay, they want me to go there. Yeah, let's do the main quest first. I wonder if that closes off a subquest for me, but I feel like doing this right now, so we'll do that. Oh my gosh, my stamina sucks. I can only run for that far. Okay, so we're gonna take it easy on running. And so, with this playthrough, I don't intend to use the Infinite or Eternal Waystone, which is like a fast travel item. I'll probably use the limited use one sparingly as well. Because I think part of the fun in this game is just traveling. Making these journeys and making sure you get to where you need to go before nightfall. I think that's part of the fun of this game. That was 100 kisses. Still not dead yet. Oh man, these bandits have almost the same moveset as I do. Oh, I have a new move I have to remember to use. It's a dash. Still not dead yet. Oh, jump out of the way. I can't block. This guy's a big hammer. Oh. That was cool. That was my new attack. Biting Wind. It's like a dash. I think that's it. So I just remembered that I think I'll have another opportunity to sleep. So I'll take a little time. I felt like I was gonna rush to do everything I need to do before nightfall, but I think I have a little time. So let's just explore here a little bit. And eventually in this game, you will become powerful enough that nighttime won't matter too much. But in the early parts, it really is something to be conscious of. And this is off the beaten path. I think if you want to stay safe and not get into fights, you want to definitely stay on the path right here. And you won't get into many fights. So I think that's what I'll do for now. And I'll have a dedicated time to grind, but that's not right now. That was Biting Wind. That was cool. I kind of launched my character. Take some wolf pelt. Wow, that was cool. So when you get a full party like this, it's just cool seeing them do their moves. And I said I was gonna have a party of 3. I haven't dismissed one of my members yet, and I'll do that later. Maybe I'll do that after I make it to the the major town, and we'll see how that goes. But for now, we'll stick with a full party of 4. I gotta remember not to use up too much stamina. And I'm just sort of mixing up my normal attacks with the specials. Looks like the ender of my normal light combo is a launcher. I can use Biting Wind to close the distance. Oh, there's more. Still? Oh man, there's lots of wolves. These wolves become pretty intimidating at night. I feel like they're a lot more bold. And up this hill there's going to be some bandits, I think. You can see up ahead there's an NPC just walking around. That's another pawn, I believe. And I can take them, and they'll go on they can. I'm just gonna charge my controller. I just got a notification. Let me just pause this for a second. Okay. Uh-oh. Here comes the bandit attack. Was that one of them? Oh, here they are. Whoa. I'm fighting on my own here. The rest of my party hasn't caught up, which isn't a smart thing to do. Not having a shield kind of sucks. I think it'll be a good idea to have a shield, but I don't think that the ranger character can have a shield, so... in this game you can change classes without really any penalty. Oh, hey, I really can't pronounce your name, but you're right. Genuinely dark, which makes the wolves even more dangerous and scary. That is very true. The first time I encountered night in this game, it was like, wow, this shit just got real. My guy leveled up. I think they're all dead now. I definitely want to make it to the Way Castle, I think she called it, before night, and I think I will. The wolves can grab you and drag you at night. I think eventually they are able to do that. I'm not sure if they can do that at the start of the game, and the first time I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh. I think that's the path to the forest, I'm not sure. And that's another pawn. This is the Way Castle, so we made it.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
There's the Hydra head. Or was it a basilisk?
You made it. Good.
Annex. Okay, cool. Nice to
We
meet you.
make for the capital, men.
So you've played this game a lot? I played this game a lot.
Like as not, the cart will draw beasts along the way. Stay vigilant, but fear not. We walk with the Arisen, Slayer of Hydras.
Slayer of Hydras. I slayed one Hydra, and actually, I just cut off one head and then it ran away, so I think she's kind of overselling it, but, you know, we'll go with it. Oh wow, so the mission has already started. I thought I might have an opportunity to sleep. So, okay, we're doing it. I believe I can actually kick this, and he moves a little faster. But he has health. Like, look at his health. It kind of went down a bit. So that's not something I want to do too much. I want it to just to go at its normal pace and not sustain too much damage from battle. So I'm not going to make use of the kick, because eventually its damage will go down. If this was a speed run, maybe. Oh, hunk of ore, let's get it. And if you can sense like the urgency in my voice, that's because, like I said, I want to do this without night falling, so we'll see if we can. And this whole path is filled with enemies.
They come from above. Right to yourselves.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games too. I'm really hoping that a sequel is on a oh my gosh, look at this, is on its way within the next, let's say, 2 years. That would be okay in my opinion, or at least, you know, maybe we can hear about a sequel and some news. That would be great. What's that? Let's get it. I have a bow, but there's more. Oh no, she's just dying. There's more? Okay. So yeah, that was it, but oh wow, she got knocked over. Well, I don't want to get too far ahead. I kind of want to just stay with the cart and make sure that it's not getting attacked. I mean, if nightfall does come, I think we'll be okay. So it's not like it's an instant game over if that happens. Level up, that's cool. I'm still kind of getting used to the buttons. I kind of forgot a lot of the buttons, so sometimes I sheath my weapon when I actually want to pull out the bow.
This looks interesting. I shall restore your health. Hold on.
And that's our destination. So mostly we gotta make it down this mountain path. Some wolves now. I don't think the wolves like fire. Oh, what was that? Oh, okay.
Weak to fire.
They're gonna say that a lot, by the way. It's weak to fire, blah blah blah. Oh, I see, I tried to grab it there by mistake. Another thing I like about this game is that the weapons don't look too over the top, and the effects of them being on fire, it's not like the weapon is blazing on fire, you know, it's just kind of glowing lightly. And really the fanciness comes from when you attack it. Oh wow, I almost died there, holy crap. Die! Is that thing... Man, they take a long time to die. I think that's the Harpy's song, which can make you sleep. Is that a thing? I forgot. The music's really cool. I'm not sure if it's coming through, but I really do like the music in this game. I'm not sure which path they want us to go down. I think we're gonna go down, actually. Ah, you stupid harpy. Exactly. Wolves hunt in packs. Look at that rock. Wow. A little too early. The scripting on that. See how it's kind of dark and shadowy here? Let's equip my lantern just to show what it looks like when you do have it on. Yeah, it's really cool. I like that, the effect. Even though it's kind of unnecessary. Oh, there's a boulder! It's gonna hit the thing! Oh no, it stopped. Wow. What did it hit against? And there was another one just there. I feel like I'm on a, a motion ride or something. So for this run, I intend to, like I said, I'm not going to be using the Eternal Waystone. Oh, he took a big hit. Ooh. Sorry, man. I mean, what can I do about that? Could I have done something about that? I don't think so. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. What that means is this whole path, you're going to be seeing it a lot. Because I'm going to be running back and forth through this to make it from the encampment to the original town, and then back to Grand Soren. I'm going to be sort of making that trip several times by foot. And is that fun? I don't know. It's just something that I felt like I had more fun doing that rather than just warping all the time with the Eternal Waystone. I felt like I was more sort of involved with the game and the environment and the whole day-night cycle when I was more conscious of having to travel on foot. I do have a bow, but man, my aim sucks. Did this guy die? So they said that this is Harpy territory, which, you know, I've come to that conclusion already. Yes, there's lots of Harpies here.
It is treacherously steep.
What sort of place is Grand Soren? I am eager to see it.
If I'm not mistaken, there's going to be a booby trap up here. Like, I think that I'm going to be ambushed. They kind of just popped in. Oh. Looks like I gotta hit that switch. Oh, this goblin has a shielding on its front and back, and the sound effect is cool. That's pretty cool. Maybe if I had a blunt weapon. Oh man, we're being attacked from behind too? Wow, so you didn't buy consumables in stores. I wonder,
There's no end to them.
Yeah, because you can find enough stuff out in the wild, right?
have long.
I might try that too. We'll see what that's like. Because, yeah, you can find enough healing items in the wild to survive. I don't know about Bitter Black Isle, though. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
There, goblins.
So eventually, the Ranger class gets a skill that allows you to cancel any attack. Oh no, they're hitting my guy! No, leave my cow alone! My ox? Doesn't really look like an ox. Rift fragment, that's important, I think.
This looks interesting.
Makes gathering stuff seem more meaningful. Yes.
We're not far now, men.
That is very true.
Keep marching.
And that's something that I like about this game is that... What the hell? Did someone hit that? Oh, you idiot. It makes it more sim-like. You know what? I'm gonna take off this lantern because I might need it later. I don't want to run out of oil. Well, let's add oil now. Take it off, put it away. So I'll have it ready to use if it becomes nighttime. Oh gosh, I ran out of stamina. I have to remember that.
You'd best be careful. Are you all right, Master?
So we are almost there.
Careful, a goblin.
I can just see it. That was a pretty nice combo. And as I was saying earlier, yeah, so this class has a cancel button, which means that I can cancel out of any attack into a neutral stance. And that just makes your character feel a lot more versatile, or that's not the right word. You just have a lot more freedom in your fighting. You can feel like you can do a lot more. Like, because presently a lot of my attacks, like especially with heavier weapons, you're kind of just committed to your attack. It feels a little bit more like a Devil May Cry type game that way. We're doing well. Should I kick him? No, I'm not gonna kick him. I'm gonna be a nice guy. This is a 0 kick run. Did he stop? Go! Except for that one time I kicked him. Just to see what it'd be like. Just to show it. Yeah. I kind of wish my like PlayStation name and Steam and all of that was that name. It's just funny to me. Funny name and a cool character. Oh, they tried to get me, but I got them first. So I like that combo. That's actually it's actually just Scarlet Kisses into Biting Wind, because the ending hit of Scarlet Kisses is a launcher, or it causes knockback, and then you can sort of follow them with a Biting Wind. I've never played, like, I like RPGs, but I haven't played a lot of the really big popular ones like Skyrim and Fallout, and a part of that is this game really. Like, I felt like those games might have a better story, might be more involved, maybe even a little more polished, but at the end of the day, I just really like the combat in this game. It kind of makes up for a lot. It makes up for, you know, the kind of, I don't want to say generic story, but for the bulk of the game, it's a very typical kind of RPG fantasy story. Towards the end, it kind of ramps up, and we'll get into that. But like I said, it really is the combat in this game. And this is a melee with a bit of range combat, but you know, if you get into the magic, it just gets really crazy. It's very satisfying in a way that I don't think other games are. Like, I played a fair amount of Witcher 3, and it was good. I thought that it looked great. I felt like I was really in that world. It really sucked you in. But when it came to fighting, I was just kind of like, meh, whatever. I looked up like what's the cheapest build and just was like, okay, let's just run with that. So yeah, we made it. Cool. And it's not even night, so we made it. I think a little later I will sort of show off what nighttime is like, just to show off how dangerous it can be. I'll do that later. My plan is to just do this, make it into the city, talk to a couple of key people, and then we'll see from there. I'm not sure how much longer I'll play after that for tonight. For now, I am new to streaming, and I think it's something where you have to build up your tolerance. Yeah, like it can kind of take a lot out of you, you know, just streaming, even just talking, and kind of splitting your mind between playing well and talking to people. Like, you wouldn't think that it would take a lot out of you, but it kind of does.
We've arrived. Well done, men. A
We
Hydra's head
arrived.
is a fine prize. His Grace will be pleased with the cause work. Walk proud through these streets, men. We are heroes to the people of Grand Sorin.
That image there is really cool. That loading screen image.
Rest up, men.
It's the dragon, but it looks so creepy and twisted. I think it's the dragon.
This way leads on.
Listen to this music. It kind of has a Shire kind of sound to it, like Hobbiton. Oh, I think it changed.
I'll have word sent for you, friend. Pray, sojourn in the capital.
Yeah, it really is.
To the castle, men! Step lively!
My guy. Oh, hey, what's this guy all about? What's going on?
Fortune smiles upon me. Well met, Sir Arisen. I am called Mason, if it please you. Now you have come to the capital a conquering hero, you'll be needing...
Yeah, this music, it does sound like Hobbiton to me. A little bit.
You begin with the pawns. Inquire about them here in Grand Sorin. Their kinds woven tight into the fate of the Arisen. If you know your...
And a little bit of Gladiator. The items you received have been distributed to you, your pawn, and item storage.
A woman called Sarah has aided me in the past. She'd likely help us. We'd best ask around about the Pawn Legion.
Quest completed, a lot of things going on. Learn more of the pawns. That's the main quest, I'm sure. So I think it's time to dismiss Rook, because he is basically the starter dude that introduces you to this whole thing about pawns. But he never... Your own pawn will level up, but not the ones that you get from the Rift. So it might be time to get rid of Rook. But actually, I'll hold on to him for now, just a little bit longer. Let's talk to this guy. This guy... Well, you're gonna hear this a lot.
These days, a good weapon, the master works all, you can't go wrong.
Their master works all, you can't go wrong. That you're gonna hear a lot.
Again.
So what's the... I think I'm supposed to go here first.
It's not the last we'll call upon this Ian Warrant.
Are your travel preparatory?
Are you the Arisen the men of the Corps speak of? For plainer air than I'd expected.
A plainer air than I'd expected? Damn.
Forgive me, I spoke poorly. I simply imagined the sort of figure pulled right from legend. Pray, allow me to begin anew. I am Asalam, and this is my inn, though we deal in a number of trades here. I hope this is the first of many visits, sir. I am at your service. Oh, you wish to learn of the Pawn Legion? Then the shortest path to the answers you seek leads west from here. There you'll find Grand Soren's Pawn Guild. It is a gathering place for their kind. Just tell the sentries you have business with the guild. They'll let you past. Have your pick, any you like. Come again soon.
We're going to be coming to this inn quite often throughout this game. It's sort of like, this whole general area is kind of like a hub. We're going to be coming here a lot. Oh, this lady's important. We're going to be talking to her quite a lot too.
For myself, I aim to put down roots in a shop of my own.
And she's romanceable. I think a lot of characters and NPCs in this game are romanceable, but she's sort of like one of the suggested options in terms of like, I feel like the game kind of pushes you towards her and a few others. And I'm not going to say no to that.
Many fled the dragon, never to return, so good land is both plentiful and cheap. You'll find naught but the finest wares here.
She sells stuff.
Also, some weapons can be further enhanced with their aid.
I'm just looking at this banner here. It's cool. And these are a bunch of side quests, which I won't take on right now. I think there's money in this fountain. No? Oh yeah. 1,000. Of course I'm wet now. I think we're supposed to go this way.
State your business.
Look at this guy.
Paul, all right. Through here and to the left. Just don't make a nuisance of yourself, eh?
All right, all right. You know, I was watching a YouTube video about castles in video games and how realistic they are. Like how realistic are the castles in Skyrim and Dark Souls and stuff. And this guy, I think it was Shadiversary. He was going through Grand Soren, this city and the castle, and he was saying that this is a fairly realistic depiction of a castle, and he would go over all the details, the crenellations, these shapes here up top, and some parts you can actually go inside the walls, and he would look at all the details and go over how realistic it was. And it was, I think, the most authentic castle of all video games, compared to others at least, relatively speaking. And that's pretty neat. So this is where we're supposed to go. This is the Pawn Guild. So in this huge city and town, the Pawn Guild is this ruddy shack of a building. It looks like shit.
So this is the Pawn Guild.
Welcome, Arisen.
Barnaby.
We have awaited your coming. This pawn is called Barnaby. I tend to the affairs of the Pawn Guild. The guild serves as a place of rest for pawns, and as the gate to the Everfall.
The Everfall. That's going to be important later.
The Everfall lies beneath Grand Soren. It is a place of great importance to our kind. But for now, let us rejoice in the coming of the Arisen, the light that
See,
guides
he's
the
got
Legion.
the same symbol on his hand as your pawn. All pawns do. Doesn't surprise me. It's a nicely done environment. Yeah. I'm gonna watch that video again actually, because it was actually really interesting, and it kind of speaks to the detail that's in this game that the developers and Capcom, they were really paying attention to all the little things, and you know, even though this game isn't overly stylish, there's a lot going on. This character looks interesting.
Hello.
Sue? Sue. His complexion is that of a hot dog.
Yes, Arisen?
I kind of want to take Sue with me. Let's take Sue.
You cannot take on any more followers without releasing one of your current companions.
Okay, bye-bye, Rook.
I am honored to travel with you.
Maybe one day I'll do
cross again.
a Rook run. I'll take Rook with me throughout the entire game. That would be pretty useless. I mean, he would be pretty useless. But that'd be kind of funny.
I suppose the merchants have need of open space to ply their trades.
It grieves me to burden you, weary from the road as you must be. But I fear trouble brews. I would beg your assistance in this matter, Arisen, if it please you.
Yeah, let's hear more. The quest that he's going to ask me to do, I don't think I'm going to do right now. I'll save that for another time. But before I stop playing, I'll do a little bit of exploring of this general area, and then I'll call it.
You have my thanks.
I don't think I'm going to have to do this whole quest right now. I don't think so. We'll see. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Annex. I really do appreciate it.
Beyond lies the Everfall, an ancient place that sleeps beneath Grand Soren's stones. We pawns have long served as keepers of the entrance to this place. But since the dragon's coming, a strange aura has filled the Everfall. A presence. If it be some omen of evil to come, we cannot allow it to go unchecked. I ask that you seek out the cause of the change, or some proof of what's happened. The Everfall is a place unique unto itself. This is not a simple task, nor a favor I ask lightly, which is why I ask you, Arisen. Please, lend us your aid.
The Everfall holds today.
I would say the Everfall is the first real dungeon of the game. So what I would like to do is sort of load up, gear up, maybe upgrade some stuff, and then we'll get into the Everfall. But that'll be for the next time I stream, I think. Let's see what this environment looks like with the torch. Yeah, the lighting is really neat. Like even on the PS3, I felt like it looked pretty cool. The lighting. It's a nice glow, and your character casts shadows. Or the torch does. And that's the Rift Stone, which I don't really need to use right now. I think this armor set is something that you get at the end of Dark Arisen. It's actually really cool. It feels like it's from another time. Yeah, is there more stuff to grab here? Is there more to pillage? Let's see. I think I just grabbed some cash, and that was about it. I mean, I'm like the commander of the Pawn Legion anyway, so, you know, all this money lying around is mine. Well, I think that's about it. Yeah, the lighting, really nice. Like, I imagine that in a sequel it could look even better. So yeah, let's just walk around here. So this is the port crystal fairy stone. So that, I believe, is the limited use fairy stone, and that allows fast travel to areas like this. See this? There aren't many areas like this throughout the world, and that item is limited use. Let's see. Fairy stone, a stone what may spirit the user back to Grand Soren, else the location of a port crystal in an instant. I believe this is limited use, and eventually you get an unlimited use one. And like I said, I'm not going to be using the unlimited use one, and I'll probably make limited use of the fairy stone, the limited use one. I have an idea of when I would use it, but we'll get into that another time. Exactly. Oh, I think I can run infinitely in towns, so that's cool. Let's do that. Most of these doors are closed. Unlike the first village in the game, you can't go into every building. So let's just gather up a few side quests.
Merciful Maker, please, please no. Sir, I know it is not a matter fit to thrust upon a passing stranger, but please, I ask only that you listen a while. Thank you, sir. This child is my son. Was my son. His heart stopped not a few hours past. Always weak, his sweet heart. Since he was but a babe. I had long known he would not live long, but to see it...
Long known that he would not live long.
My grasp, I am left with naught but rage at my impotence.
Rage.
Fain to try any means that I might to bring him back, I look to magic. Even curses.
Curses?
Anything to bring him back to me. I know it for madness, but still Here. Pray, accept these, sir. The first of those stones. I bought from a merchant my son and I passed in our travels. He spoke of a powerful magic within it. Gather rocks such as this together, he said, and even the dead shall wake. Not that I am one to blindly believe in such tales, mind. Yet still, I thought there no harm in trying. And so I searched. But by the time I found a second, the whole pursuit rang hollow. It is a vain hope to seek immortality in such trinkets, I know. I felt a fool for having e'er believed it.
Wakestone. Deliver a wakestone to Austin.
In my search, I've come to learn that tales of such... My son's condition grew worse. In my desperation, some claim the stones came from beyond the rift. Others caution that all hope of revival dies when corruption begins to take the body. Another says the stones...
God, there's a lot of stories about these freaking stones.
...relies upon the strength of the wielder.
Okay.
If that is true, there's little use in the likes of me collecting them.
This guy should have more confidence.
But perhaps in the hands of one such as the Arisen. No. Forgive me, sir.
Okay, so let's look at that. The fairy stone? Wakestone shard. Fragment ensorcelled with arcane magic. Gather 3 together if you would restore the dead to life. Okay. I've got 2. What do you have to say?
I've heard talk that wakestones can be found in the Everfold.
Really? I'm about to go there. What do you have to say?
I've heard talk that wakestones can be found in the Everfold.
Mm-hmm. So I heard too. Is that Rook? What are you doing, Rook?
Hello. Can I help
What's up?
you? Then I bid you farewell.
He looks like a Splash brother. Well, Steph Curry and then the other guy. He looks like the other guy.
Seems this is where the merchants live. It's quite open.
This guy looks cool.
Hello.
Skajar.
Arisen?
This is sort of like, I guess, the agricultural area of the town, of the city. Where they farm hay, it seems, and only that. And that provides for the whole city. I don't think there's anything too important here. Found a small nut. This guy, whoa, this guy looks like he wants to fight. In Dark Souls 2, there's like these tiny little pigs in the main hub area. And I think they're like super aggressive and kind of tough. These guys seem friendly enough. We'll leave them alone. And here's like the cows.
You can talk to me later.
Really? Jeez. They look like bison. They don't have normal cows in this world. These are fantasy cows, I guess. And can I go through here? Oh, I can. Okay, first we'll explore. What do you have to say?
This is the city's west gate, opening on the Grand Sea's Leah.
Yeah, that'll take us outside. I don't want to go outside.
Set off from here, and we'll be on the path to the Windbluff Tower.
Almost done exploring this general area here.
I've nothing for you, sir. Nothing at all.
Cornelius. I don't think there's really anything...
I had me wife and child take their leave of this city near a fortnight.
Anything important here. I don't think anyone else is really worth talking to here. I'm assuming there are some hidden items on the rooftops, but you might need hovering spells to get there. Or you can do some clever platforming. There could be stuff up around here. Let's just take a quick look. This always kind of reminded me of Assassin's Creed 2. The rooftops. Okay. Some treasure here. Leather shoes. Is that better than what I have on now? I think I'm gonna wear this, even though the stats are a little better. Okay. That's a cool sound effect. Running on these tiles. Oh, I didn't make it. Let's see what's up here. Anything? So in this playthrough, I'm gonna be taking the time to just look at the details in the towns and the caves and dungeons and stuff, cause yeah, I just think it looks really cool. It's kind of underappreciated. In general, this game is underappreciated, so I just want to try and, oh my gosh, try and show off a bit of that, a bit of what the hard work that the devs have taken the time to do all of that detail. It's decently populated, this city. Well, what's this guy running around for?
Oi, what?
Oi! Okay. It seemed like he had somewhere to go.
I finally secure passage from the mainland, only to learn we're under siege from a dragon. If not for ill luck, I would truly possess none at all.
This must be an ale.
This guy looks cool.
Every bit the arisen you are. A far cry from the petty frauds the city's seen of late. All scraping for a bit of coin. No. You have the look of someone who can be trusted to see a task through.
Oops. I wanted to talk.
Welcome to Arsmith's alehouse, friend.
Arsmiths. Side quests. No trespassing. Fair enough. Yeah. There's a lot of twisting and turning alleys in this game, in this town. You won't get really lost, but I'll stick to the main paths for now. What does the quest want me to do specifically, right? Oh, I think they want me to do that, Everfall. But oh.
You must think
What's
me
up?
mad to open a shop amidst this madness with the worm. Perhaps, but I say examine it from another view. Rather than grumble on how few goods I possess, think instead on how much remains. You'll find naught but the finest wares. Thank you very much.
Thanks for nothing. Oh, this is the barber shop. I can get haircuts here, as the name suggests. But you can also change pretty much your entire
This shop will suit
character.
your hair, should you be of a mind to have it styled.
Yeah, change your skin color, your height, face, everything. And that also applies to your pawn. I think it costs a lot of rift crystals. And you know what? I mean, this is a really big town, as you can see, city. There's a lot to explore. I want to kind of explore it a bit more, but it's kind of big. So I might stop for now. I think what I'll do is the next time I play, I'll gear up, get the stuff I need to battle, to fight, and then do the Everfall, and then I'll access the town. So I think that's it for me right now. I wish there was emotes, then I would wave goodbye, but I can't, so I'll just do this jump for joy. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.